This is Dr. Dennis Kimbro with the Global Classroom. Let's begin. You probably heard that quote, "Nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come." But where in the world do great ideas come from? Well, I took a deep dive on that subject in my third book. All you got to do is go to What Makes the Great Great and turn to page 44. But before we talk about today's case study, I always like to share a passage that sets up and gets the juices flowing. And I've taken a passage from my second book. It's called Happy Hour. And it goes like this. Two brothers sat at a cluttered kitchen table. The house reeked of stale alcohol. Flies hovered over piles of dirty dishes. As usual, well, Dad was drunk on the couch. One child was perched in front of the television while his other brother, the son, was immersed in his schoolwork. One father, two boys, same situation. An alcoholic father and an absentee mother. God bless her soul. She made her transition years ago. Well, both boys lived out the same hell on earth with daily verbal, physical abuse and neglect. One brother ran with the fast crowd who helped him find an escape. Like his father, he found it in drugs and alcohol. This second-generation alcoholic lived from bottle to bottle, barely finding enough odd jobs and earning enough money to continue his habit. The second boy, well, he buried himself in his schoolwork. A teacher praised his efforts, and consequently, he excelled. He worked hard and won a scholarship to an Ivy League school. And as fate would have it, he became a well-respected lawyer. Well, one day, a newspaper chose to profile the local hero. A reporter asked, "Is it true? Is it true your father was an alcoholic?" "Yes, it's true," he replied. "I had an alcoholic father, and that's why I am where I am today. I decided early on I wasn't going to waste my life like he did." Meanwhile, the other brother continued his path to self-destruction. Eventually, his employer gave him the ultimatum: either lose this job or enter and complete a rehab program. He chose the latter. A counselor at the rehab clinic listened intently as he described his childhood. With tears rolling down his cheeks, he openly explained, "I had an alcoholic father, and that's why I am where I am today. Same home, same father, same set of circumstances. But one child was looking for somebody to blame, and the other child, well, he was looking for somebody to bless." Now, what does that have to do with today's case study? Yeah, we can talk about excuses and the like, but here is the formula that you need to burn in your subconscious. IA plus AA times MA equals HP. What is IA? IA is an inborn attribute. Your race, the day you were born, who your parents are. An inborn attribute is fixed at birth and cannot be changed. But what's AA? AA is an acquired attribute. You know, we are all born ignorant. We are all born poor until we know the value of education, until we know the value of money. You can drop out of school at age 15 and go back to school 20 years later to get your degree. You can be poor and then 10 years later start a program, become an entrepreneur, and change your wealth creating habits. An acquired attribute can be changed, but takes a long time to change them. Now here's the rub, and this is what you need to focus in on. MA. Well, what is MA, students? It is mental attitude. And depending upon whether your mental attitude is positive or negative, can change overnight and have a direct bearing on HP. And what in the world is HP? It is human performance, human potential. So, like the two sons, what am I asking and telling you to do? Of all things, watch your attitude. Place your mental attitude front and center and watch it every day. Well, this is Dr. Dennis Kimbro, professor in the Global Classroom. And like I've always said, arguably the wealth choice is your best choice. Until next time, God bless.